This will be much more entertaining, I would say.
I could definitely see
Oh,
ourselves falling in
let's
here
see.
and burning to a crisp for the benefit of our viewers.
For the lovely viewers' entertainment. Now,
Oh yeah,
if we had,
that's what I'm saying right there. Actually, that fire noise is probably gonna get really annoying.
it's roasty. Now the alternative here is we can
Oh,
have
I see
a,
you're using slabs for all that.
for a chunk of it. If I go here, here, and here,
Are those gonna
here,
start on fire?
well, that's kind of part of the test as well.
I think if you put like
Yep, totally starting on fire.
yeah. So if you put like a what am I trying to say? A table here, that would start on fire for sure.
Yep.
Okay, maybe this isn't the best idea.
Well, wood is definitely not what you want to be sitting on next to here. But we can actually solve that in some manner, I am positive.
We could use like nether brick for the chairs.
So it's a good idea that we actually have, oops, do you have more flint there? So that we actually have this fire here because this will really help the design. Imagine we built all that and then lit the fire.
Right, and then it starts
Yeah.
on fire. Can't be having that now.
No, it's definitely much more
I'm gonna put on
beneficial
my.
to do it this way.
I don't want my helmet on while we're running around and talking. It's not like I need it for anything right now.
Then I can't see your eyes very well.
I know. Okay, so I also don't need any more of this nether rack, I don't think. Um, Take that off, and I'm gonna put it up here.
There we go.
Oh, you're going
I'm going naked,
you're going
man.
naked. All right, all right. That's how we're doing things now.
Now, one thing that we can do we have any quartz, I wonder?
Not here.
Not a possibility, not here. It is doable though. We do have the capability of getting some, right? So
Oh, for sure.
we can let's
Yeah,
just play with
quartz
this for a
chairs.
moment.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Wouldn't that be pretty? Hey? Having nice quartz chairs, it looks very regal.
I mean, you put quartz anywhere and it looks awesome.
Let's see. Not enjoying that. So we can
That wouldn't be very practical for cooking your food.
right. But if we did
Oh, yeah, yeah.
this is a table, sort of a stoned table here. Oops, come on. Get on my level. If we did this, sort of pillared at each end, and had then our chairs beyond it back on this one. There needs to be a head to the table, so I think that this guy needs to be head Pumbaa here somehow, right? Like that. And then his chair here, yep. Now you got to picture this is all up on that level again. So I don't have any of those.
Oh, what do you need?
Stone, more brick essentially.
More
Which I've
stone
got.
brick?
Yeah, I've got some flats in my thing here, which is almost enough, and I'm almost capable of doing it. But just as an example, if we did, okay, here's head of the table, man. One here. What do we do?
there,
One there,
yeah.
one there, kind of thing, right?
And
So
then
that
one.
it's.
Well, probably not one on this end, huh?
I wouldn't think.
Because then it would kind of get in the way.
And then your back would be sitting here back to the other guys, right?
And you're on fire.
Oh, I'm burning. There we go.
Oh, man. Oh, I don't need the second sword either. Ban inventories in this game. Ah.
But if you imagine a different type of chair here, obviously the wood will burn. But we could do quartz chairs. That would be a great highlight in here, or a quartz slab table with the stone chairs. We can even change out, you know, it could be a quartz table with the stone slabs as the underneath side here. And then the chairs make a
Oh,
little bit more
uh-huh.
sense, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Like this.
Yep.
And then if it was a quartz table, that would make a little bit more, little tiny bit more sense there, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then the chairs could be the standard stone chairs, rough and tough man chairs. But the table being an artisan element.
Yeah, because you don't want the chairs and the table to be the same
No,
material.
not necessarily. It's pretty, not when you got choice. When you got choice, use the choice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean, Vern?
So, what? So we could. These could be. What material were you thinking of this as? Eventually, like that.
Yeah, I was.
The stone slabs. So we could have this kind of like marker in the middle of the floor for here's the table. Assuming we don't want the entire floor to be stone slabs.
Correct. I would expect that there is a good chunk of, say, wood or something built in as well. So if the table then, like this looks okay, if you can imagine just a quartz table, a nice,
Mm-hmm.
you know, marbled table, right? Running around the edge of that, and then you just divide this in two and mirror it over there
Mm-hmm.
so that you got sort of two and two. It is even kind of cool without the table on it, but at the same time, it would be nice to have something to eat on and put your beer on and your mead and your chicken and your bones and slam that stuff around and then throw all the guts and the pits and the broken glasses back into the horns back into the fire,
Although
right?
this, actually, I mean, this is
It's kind of
technically more accurate.
a little more traditional this way, isn't it?
Because you would just, cook your food or whatever. I mean, you would actually have cookware hanging in here.
Mm-hmm.
And you would just take your food out, put it in your bowl or whatever, and
Right.
then just sit here and eat.
Yep.
I don't think tables were really a concept that
Right.
the Vikings had anyway. That
It
didn't come
actually,
until a little bit later.
that's correct. Yeah, I can actually see that now in my mind's eye here.
And the table did, I mean, it was a fine looking table. But this does open up this whole thing a lot more. I mean, you
Sure
can
does.
see the chairs back here now.
Yeah, that's right. It
Um,
sort of makes it a little more visible, eh?
when you walk in, it was kind of like a, hey, here's a table. And you can see the fire there too a little bit better.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. It does open it up quite nicely, I would
Think I
say.
kind of like it without the table.
All right, said and done. Now
That
we,
makes it easier too. If we want to use quartz or something for the chairs, then we can.
there we go. I'm just collecting a couple more supplies here. Where's my wood for that? Okay,
I mean,
there we go.
so as far as the floor,
Yep.
I mean, I've always been. I mean, when I need to build something, I don't build stuff very much, but I'm just like, brick looks pretty good, and so I just throw brick in and then call it a day, basically.
Yeah.
It would be nice to not use brick.
Okay.
I mean, it does look really nice. It's very clean. It's not. It's not too busy. It looks good everywhere.
Yes, it does. It actually looks very clean, doesn't it? It looks
Yeah.
very like you don't have to ever have any maintenance on it, as it were. Which is always a nice onset, as well. Now, what I would do is I'm going to try this out just based on how far away we are. This might work okay. Patterns and designs come naturally in my mind. They come
I'm glad they
not
do to
like,
somebody.
well, not, no, I actually phrased that very, very wrong. Patterns and designs come naturally when I speak English good today.
That's okay.
When I'm building, the patterns and designs come out themselves.
Ah,
Me thinks. That's what I'm trying to say.
I
So not
gotcha.
in my mind. They do not come out naturally in my mind. I'm actually quite bad at patterns and designs. But what I find is as I'm building, oh, there's a pattern. Oh, there's a design. Oh, and it makes more sense as it is occurring, right? So I just start going. Again, nothing's in stone, so you can always just rip it up. But that highlights that stone right there. And then, who knows? Maybe, let's see. Do you have any space in your inventory right now?
A little bit.
Can I give you one thing?
Sure.
Just those.
Perfect. Oh yeah, I like that. But now the only thing I'm coming in, I'm seeing right away
Okay.
is this pathway
Yep.
is really cramped. Like if we build this the same way that we built this other thing.
Ooh, that closes
See?
it off pretty good, doesn't it? Well, that's really good to know, though.
That gets pretty cramped. There's basically only those 3 blocks.
Correct. Now,
Maybe that works, maybe it doesn't. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
so let's see how we feel about it here. Because that's part of it as well, is just looking. You said yourself, if you see it, you'll know if you like it or not. And that is a large part of it. I myself, I don't claim to be a world famous builder or anything, but I sure know what I like when I see it. And it's about having the restraint to try all the things, is a big part of it, right?
So what's the advantage of using the slabs over a full block?
Less materials I got to collect.
Okay.
So less materials because it multiplies them, and then if you place them one down and they're the lower half of the slab, you actually get no monsters spawning on them.
True.
So if you have a dark corner in your place, you don't have to worry about lighting it up
Right.
because you're not going to have anybody spawn there, right? Now this place, I don't think we're going to have dark corners because it's of the era and the time and the type of design where we could have a torch on the wall with a sconce,
Yeah.
and it would look natural, and therefore we could place those in a number of different places, right?
Right.
So I'm not too worried about placing these down for the mob's sake. Yeah. So does that look? What does that look like to you?
I don't know. It looks a little abrupt. Of the change from wood to stone.
Good.
That can be a good thing. Or it could not be a good thing. I'm not really sure.
That can be altered, and I can show you how.
We probably want carpet going in here to hide lighting, right?
Possibly.
Maybe coming up this way. Although we do have, this does throw off quite a bit of light, the fire, but
Sure does. See
Yeah.
that?
yeah,
That changes it a bit, doesn't it? It makes it less abrupt because you've got not only different shades.
there's a transition going on there.
That's right. You got a bit of texture. You got a bit of raised up area. It shows a definite, even in the corners, it now shows a 3-way definition.
Yeah,
See what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Just the little things that affect your eyeball just a little bit as you walk in. Now, that is definitely a table that is a place that is different than this and that. You know, this is a sticky outy place. It looks more solid. It's made out of stone. You see that walking in.
Right.
And then also different than our pathway. And you're right. If we had a carpet of sorts, we could even do. Let me see if I put that back. I did. I got to go get something here. Maybe we can help with the design of this a little bit.
The only thing is if you put a carpet next to these, I think it's going to start on fire. If you put it
Oh,
next
yeah.
to it.
Yep, totally.
So, again, this spacing, maybe not ideal. We might have to move everything back by a block or something.
Possibly, yeah. If we do, we'll take one of these. And some of those. Now, can I make those? Pardon me while I think to myself as I try to design something here.
Pardon me while I just took a break to cough.
No problem. Is that what that was?
Yeah, you
Jeepers.
know, I've been sick for like a week now, so.
Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah, it just happens. When I get sick now, I'm sick for like 3 weeks.
Oh, that's no good. I don't like hearing that.
That's just kind of I get a cold and I'm sick for 2 or 3 weeks. That's just how it goes. Goes into my chest, I cough. Nothing I can do about it.
Yeah. And it's that time of year, too. I mean, where you and I live here, it's time for that to happen, right?
Yep, it's cold. It's cold and wet. So, and I have allergies and stuff too, so, you know, I'm prone to sinus infections and all that stuff.
Do you know how to make those bricks that have patterns in them?
The who with the what now?
Okay, never mind. So let's let's just take the stone, straight up stone.
We're talking
over
about like
here.
the moss brick. That we don't have that yet.
No, there's another one with circles actually.
Oh, you can't make that one yet either until the 1.8 update. Yeah, that's another one that's coming on.
Okay. Damn
Yep.
guy.
Yeah, that would look kind of cool here, wouldn't it?